Hello everyone, I'm Akshay from Prodigy Educare, and today we'll be learning some applications of e raised to I theta, that is the applications of complex numbers in trigonometry. And we'll be deriving general formula for sine n theta, cos n theta, and also tan n theta, but that will be later. So first of all, I'll write e raised to I theta, the famous equation. E raised to I theta, we know it is cos theta plus I sine theta. A different form of this equation is known as de Moivre's theorem, and that I'm writing. That is simply cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n is equal to cos n theta plus I times sin n theta, sine of n theta, where this is known as de Moivre's theorem. It can be easily proved from this, and they say that de Moivre actually used a different approach to prove it. That's why he got a name for this equation. Now, what we'll do is we are going to apply binomial theorem here, and then we'll compare these two sides of our equation. So first of all, let me write the binomial theorem. Binomial theorem for two variables, it is given by, say, x plus y raised to n. It is nc naught x raised to n plus nc1 x raised to n minus 1 y raised to 1 plus nc2 x raised to n minus 2 y raised to 2, and so on. Just notice the pattern that the powers of x are reducing by 1 and powers of y are increasing by 1 at each term. At finally, we'll have ncn x raised to 0, so no need of writing it, and then we have y raised to n. So these are the terms. So similarly way, we are going to factorize this. Sorry, we'll use binomial theorem in this case. So I'm having here cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n. So this will be equal to, first of all, there will be nc naught, then cos x, or I'll let cos theta raised to n. Then I have plus nc1 cos theta raised to n minus 1 sin theta raised to 1. Now you have to notice that there is an I also here. So I'll write here I as well. Then I will write plus I have nc2, then cos theta raised to n minus 2, and I sin theta raised to 2, plus I'll write nc3 cos theta raised to n minus 3. Then I have I times sin theta cube, and so on. This will continue. This depends on n. What is the value of n? Like there are total n plus 1 terms in the binomial expansion. Now I'll just simply expand this. I can write nc naught cos n theta, cos raised to n theta. Then I have this term. So this I have to write plus I times nc1 cos raised to n minus 1 theta sin theta. Afterwards, I have this term. Now it is I sin theta square. I square, we know that it's minus 1. So here we'll get minus of nc2 cos raised to n minus 2 theta. Then I have sine square theta. Then here I have I sin theta cube. Now we know that I cube is minus I. So from that I'll write minus I times nc3 cos theta raised to n minus 3 sine cube theta, and so on. Now what I'm going to do is I will split the real parts and imaginary parts of this. So you might know, you might be seeing a pattern which is originated here. Here I have nc naught cos raised to n theta. Then I'll write minus nc2 this term, because this term will come in imaginary part since we have I here. Here we don't have an I. So minus nc2 cos theta raised to n minus 2 sine square theta, and so on. This is going to the pattern plus I times I have this term first, which is cos raised to n minus 1 theta nc1 into cos theta raised to n minus 1. Then I have sine theta, and then I have minus nc3 cos raised to n minus 3 theta, and then I have sine cube theta, and so on. this. So now we have splitted the real part and imaginary part of this term. Now from De Moivre's theorem, this term I can write it as cos n theta plus I times sine of n theta, sine of n theta. So this real part should be equal to real part, and this imaginary part must be equal to imaginary part. From this we get a formula. So the formula is simple, that is cos of n theta is given by nc naught cos raised to n theta minus nc2 cos raised to n minus 2 theta, and then we have sine square theta plus nc4 cos raised to n minus 4 theta, we have sine raised to 4 theta, and so on. It depends on n, how many terms are there in this. And then we have sine n theta. Sine n theta is given by nc1 cos raised to n minus 1 theta sine theta. The first term, this term I'm writing here. Then I have minus nc3 cos raised to n minus 3 theta sine cube theta, and so on. So this is the general formula that we got for cos n theta and sine n theta. Now it's up to you whether you remember this formula or you remember the technique. I actually remember the technique, but then in computer exams, time is very precious. So memorizing this formula will help anyways. So let us derive some examples, some multiple angles for cos n theta, sin n theta. Okay, first of all, let us work whether it's true or not. We know that cos of 3 theta is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta, and sine of 3 theta is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Okay, we know this. Then we'll apply this formula and let's check whether we are getting this or not. So from this, I can write cos of 3 theta as from this formula I'm writing. First of all, there should be nc naught. Then I have cos cube theta, then minus. So, okay, instead of n, I have to write 3 here, 3c naught. Then it is 3c2 cos raised to 3 minus 2. So it's cos theta. And then I have sine square theta. That's it. The next term will be nc4. So 3c4 is anyways not defined. So this is where you have to stop. Okay. Now what is nc naught? Nc naught, whatever be the n, that is always 1. So in this case, it is cos cube theta minus 3c2. 3c2 is nothing but 3. 3 times cos theta. Now, I want everything in cos. So this sine square theta will convert into cos square theta. So I can write 1 minus cos square theta. Perfect. So this can be written as cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta plus 4 cos cube theta. Yep, perfect. So we got this formula of cos 3 theta, which is, okay, here it is 3. So after adding, we'll get 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Similarly, we'll get the formula of sine 3 theta if we apply this formula. So this was the general formula that we derived using complex numbers. And for deriving tan n theta, we can simply write tan n theta as sine n theta upon cos n theta. And we can simply substitute these formulas. And after that, we can just simply divide numerator and denominator by cos raised to n theta. And you'll get your required result. Thank you for watching. For more such videos, you can join our online sessions. Thank you.